aggression, his combo game has been, it's like if he'd never stopped playing the character to begin with, even with his little time playing Steve.
Yeah. I can attest to that as well. Yeah, this I have heard some pretty terrifying things about the Syrup scheme.
Yeah, it's no joke.
It is no joke, but we're not going to be seeing that today. So for reasons. So yeah, we're going to be having the Ness out here instead. Wolf versus Ness. A very CQC type of matchup, if that makes any sense. Both these characters very much fight the beef. Wolf has a transcendent laser. It doesn't matter because Ness has a absorbing tool in the PSI magnet that absorbs energy-based projectiles into food for the young lad.
Right.
And so that long distance game is only going to be coming out periodically. Instead, we're going to be seeing a lot of edge guards like this.
Wow, really? No, not just barely stuffing out and making it back on stage as Jakal once again has to regain that neutral control. Like, okay, let me slow the game down a bit. I'm getting bodied right now. I'm getting hit with too many stuff. And I'm also getting grabbed by a little kid who just did not cry wolf. He decided to just kill the wolf instead.
That was an interesting adaptation on that tail.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the directors went that way.
Yeah, no. It's patented, by the way.
We're leaking the Smash script right now.
Yep. Oh, and the microspacing right now from Syrup, like he's waiting. Now you have a lead. Now you know Jakal likes to play pretty passively and wait for you to attack. However, if I don't approach, if I wait for him to throw out that first unsafe option, I will take full control, and I will regain that stage control as well.
PK Thunder 1 does not extend hitboxes, right? Like if you like Mario's Fireball, how you do an attack into it and it extends the hitbox. Because if it doesn't, then I think what Jakal was trying to do right there is to just eliminate the PK Thunder 1 because Wolf's back air actually just gets rid of it. It's very interesting. That's not something many characters can say they have, if I'm not mistaken. And either that or I just don't know the Ness matchup.
And you saw right there, Jakal going for a down tilt. That was definitely supposed to be an angled down F tilt. He did not get what he needed right there. However, Jakal, beautiful stuff right there. Nice patience. I love what I saw right there. Doing such a tremendous job with the corner pressure, but Syrup, his survivability, like he just knows exactly where to land. He knows where to be, so he can at least still punish Jakal for these options that are getting pretty greedy at this point. We can't even say it's close. It's a lot of greediness coming out from Jakal, and it seems like it may. Okay, it's not going to be enough to pay off for Syrup for that second stock.
Oh my God! I love that. I love that. You know, he had the spacing on deck, but I think Jakal was just a little more prepared for it. That's rough with the way that, with the way that the ECBs work in this game, like environmental collision boxes work in this game, and how you just don't run through opponents anymore. It's just I say that just running through while he spot dodges the one time that you can, all right, or when you roll. I suppose. There you go, though. Now it's definitely looking like it might be Syrup's game to lose at this point. Up 2 clean stocks over Jakal right here. Jakal doesn't want to do a whipped approach right here, as that safe back air on the platform is going to do it. Nowhere to run going forward on the part of Syrup, and I think that's why Jakal positioned it the way that he did right there. But that's still a whole second stock that Jakal is going to have to go through if they want any chance of being up in the set and winning game 1. I love the A landing on the down air right there, just to bait him into thinking, I'm not going to combo you right here. I thought you were going to come to me. Psych. Prime conditioning, my friends. This is how you got to do if you want to get to winner's finals.
Oh my God. And the pivot grab coming out from Syrup right now. The coverage, the aggression with Ness is insane. Like there's barely any ways to really describe what we're witnessing right now from Syrup, who is just putting on a clinic on a player of Jakal's caliber, and it's not an easy task to do in general, but nice option right there, opting for the roll away. Back throw not going to be enough, but still, this is looking like a dead wolf.
Yeah, you can't exactly carry in the air unless you're wolf and your neutral air will just stuff it out, but nothing doing. Oh my God! Woo, 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 woo.
Slide to the left, slide to the right. No, grab.
Cha-cha real smooth, baby.
Cha-cha real smooth. Cha-cha to the blast zone, because that is game 1 going to Syrup in dominant fashion.
Oh my God.
Hard to say that when you're going against Jakal.
Classic Smash Brothers, you know what I mean? Left, right, I'm going to get the grab.
Yep.
Keep it. This is what I got to do when you're in disadvantage.
Literally
pay close attention, pay reactions. Reactions on when you're going to land.
Literally a game of footsies with a character that excels so well in the air as well.
He's a young man. He's got young man reaction time. I'm 26. You know how old that is in Smash years?
Too old. Let's go with that.
I'm like a dog.
Speaking of dogs,
both these players got that dog in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another thing you don't have when you're my age.
Yeah, they have the dog in them for sure. But right now, Jakal deciding to run it back in small battlefield. Respectful option. I mean, it is a stage that does benefit both these characters, but
everybody loves this stage.
Yeah, it's a great stage for sure.
We were really blessed with it. They didn't have to give us another tournament legal stage like this in DLC out of nowhere, and then they just did.
It was a nice touch.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah, definitely a nice touch. However, will it be enough for Jakal to run it back, get this game, finally utilizing the Nair and stuffing out the approach option from Syrup, but just a tad bit too early with that grab and gets punished with a back throw, but back air will seal the stock as well, bring it back to even.
There you go, as you're going to be one to do against a character like Ness for sure. Falling neutral air, no time grab on the part of Syrup. That was either the most interesting mix-up in the world or just like a whiff on reaction time. What are you doing going all the way down there? There's no jump. He got dragged down. He actually just went off to edge guard. And I don't know if he got scraped by one of the PK Thunder 1 hits. I don't think he did, but he just went too low without a jump.
Yeah, sometimes curiosity kills the cat, but it also can kill a wolf if they get too curious, and that's exactly what happens to Jakal. You get a little too greedy, you get a little too curious, and it may just be your demise. But however, Jakal not letting that phase him whatsoever. May be able to bring this back if he's able to get the punish, but once again, beautiful recovery from Syrup, making it back on stage safely, and nice air dodge to even snap onto ledge again.
No conversions off of a double jump, rising double jump up air right there. Regardless if you're a fast faller or not, at that percent with that much rage and also with a double jump rising, you're not going to be able to get a conversion off of that unless you commit to PK Thunder 1. And Syrup definitely knows that Jakal does have some options at a disadvantage when it comes to that move. The late hit, even the strong hit, I believe, is Wolf's neutral air, and it can actually negate PK Thunder 1, which is not something that Ness players are necessarily used to. That's another very privileged thing that Wolf has.
Right.
Is that his neutral air just out-prioritizes so many attacks. Back throw should do it. Yes, it is. Barely, right all the way up to the top left corner.
Barely enough to take the stock. However, Jakal is able to bring this back to a final stock game, and this... is it best of 5?
It might be since it's winners finals.
It
depends on what time it is, depending on how we're going to commit to getting out of the venue. We'll cross that bridge, seeing if depending on if Syrup wins this game or not.
All right, down throw. Oh no, forward throw instead. Going to be able to throw back off stage. I love these options coming out from Jakal. So everything that we witnessed Syrup do in that game 1 with the corner pressure, not allowing Jakal to get back on stage, is exactly what Jakal decides to respond back with, just continuously. Just the regular throws, like not even trying to go for the strong throws. Just get him off stage, force him to snap ledge, force him off stage, at least go for a 2-frame option. If I can't get that 2-frame F-tilt option to seal the stock, then I'll just wait for him to do something such as jump at the wrong time and punish him with the back air. And now, once again, game 3, small battlefield, and hey man, it's gonna be a battle of footsies at this point. I feel like that's what it's going to come down to. Who has a stronger footsie game?
Yeah, is the boy going to cry wolf, or is he going to make the wolf cry? Right now he's definitely making the wolf cry for sure. Very cute little low percent string in the PSI max cancel. The fact that they gave that a hitbox, crazy. Crazy.
I feel like it makes sense, though, giving it a hitbox. Like,
I know, it's just another thing that Ness can do. Because otherwise the move is just way too situational. Damn. Now you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? Just sink low with it. It just literally adds more depth to the character.
No, for sure.
And Ness has historically been mid-tier. Give him something else. Let him fly. He's just a kid.
Fly.
And his dad has a telephone. Like, come on. Let him, he needs something in his life.
I actually did not know that lore.
In Earthbound, Ness's dad is never home. You save points or telephones where he calls his dad. And his dad just keeps wiring him money to make up for the fact that he's never... I'm not even kidding about it. It's not a joke. That's literally... Have you ever played Earthbound? That's just the truth. You can't blame the kid. Anyways, it's going to be a PK Thunder right back to ledge. Rising neutral air, safe pressure.
These 90s retro games have no chill whatsoever.
They really didn't.
They really didn't.
Especially Earthbound. I mean, Earthbound has historical themes of America. There's parts where you fight cults and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. I'll show you more about it later.
Oh, man. Either way, I mean, right now a strong showcasing from... Ooh, I like that. I like that from Jakal.
Ooh!
Okay. Wait, you're still living, but...
No, you might not be!
Oh, my God! That could have been it. That would have been a clip and a half if that was Jakal stealing that stock with the down smash. However, still doing a real good job regaining control, but the trade actually being the saving grace of Syrup right now, who's able to make it back on stage. Is he?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, man, he's good. Yeah.
Jakal has tilt his hard to time.
Yeah, Jakal has not been converting these 2 frames at all. This game. Hopefully it comes when he most needs it. In that case, that yo-yo is not going to be enough to stuff out Jakal.
It's low-key way more important, though, is that up smash is going to take the stock. It's way more important to get the timing right on what he got the timing right there, which is the ledge get-up. When the yo-yo is just, the hitbox of the yo-yo is just lingering out there. Because that's the survivability. That's where you're, like, taking away a little bit of Ness's win condition. Right there. If you mess up the F-tilt when you're 2-framing, it's F-tilt. It has no lag. Yeah. You could just retreat back, and then you could just, like, reset neutral instead. You can't do that if you mess up the ledge timing of the ledge get-up when you're fighting against Ness's yo-yo. Yeah, for sure. And good stuff right now coming out from both these players. This is a final stock game. This is a lot of people say the last game of every set is important. If this is a best of 5, game 3s are the most crucial ones, especially to win, because that gives you the advantage state. If game 4 you end up losing, I mean, if you bring it to a game 5 scenario, you're the one at disadvantage at the end of the day because it is your opponent's stage counter pick. However, it's so close. I mean, both these players reaching for the fences, and Jakal with the reaction time to just know that he was going to miss tech. I mean, how do you prepare for a sour spot in there like that anyways? He got all that off a smooth nair dodge, too. There was actually a position where, like, Syrup had him off stage at disadvantage, where he was perfectly positioned off the platform, and if he air dodged and kept drifting in towards the platform, that was going to be a punish on the Ness. But instead, he started drifting in, nair dodge while he was still drifting in, and then started drifting back. Right. Nair dodge by itself is huge. Imagine if you had as much lag in this game when you nair dodged as you do when you directional air dodge. The entire meta would be so different if that was the case, but it's not. And the fact that nair dodge is still as good as it was in prior Smash games just creates all sorts of new ways to get out of disadvantage, as we see pulling through for Jakal right there. One more game from advancing up to Grand Finals winner's side as seeded on the part of Jakal, or will Syrup be able to pull through and beat Jakal once again?
Yeah, strong showcasing right now from Syrup, but now the patience game coming in clutch for Jakal. One thing I love about Jakal is that you know he's never going to overextend. He's not just going to throw out a button because, you know, he sees that he has the advantage right now and the opponent's at disadvantage. No, he waits for the opportune time to click the button and just either extend the combo game or let it rip. But letting it rip right now is Syrup, who has a strong start to this game 4.
Looking poised back by the ledge. Forcing him right back to the ledge once again. Not even able to get the hitbox of a dash attack or something out before that neutral comes out instead. Forward throw to get him right off the level, as is textbook, as is tradition, I should say. Both these players just respecting each other a lot more in game number 4 than they were in game number 3, I want to say. And that back there, gonna do it. That is 3 stocks to 1, baby. Yeah, that's on the part of Syrup right now. MBS looking good.
So crucial right there, because now Jakal is playing very desperately and getting caught in these scenarios. Could be the stock. Nice parry from Syrup. He's playing immaculate right now.
Yo, who parries the platypus is that? That's crazy. Yo, okay. Game 5, game 5, game 5. Game 5.
3-stock fashion coming out for Syrup right there. This is another level of Syrup that we have not seen throughout the set. I mean, he dominated that game 1, but game 4, Syrup was just on another level. What did we just witness? We witnessed finally seeing a game 5 in different stage layout. We're getting town and city of all stages, a stage where you may be able to live for a long time if you're a character that tries to kill off the top, but if you're a character that excels from killing from the sides, you're not going to be living for too long.
I can only imagine the boldness, the sheer, like, ballsiness. One would say the absolute arrogance to take Ness to a stage like this, where he kills off the side with that back throw. But I think the logic is that they're focusing more on the platform layouts rather than the blast zones, and they probably think, okay, Ness's back throw is going to kill anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're going to die off the sides regardless, so the fact that the layout is the way it is here, that's more important than me. I mean, you have all that range to be able to fire off the transcendent pot shots of the laser. The platforms come in every now and again as nice retreating grounds for when you're in disadvantage against Ness, which is also pretty good. Despite the fact that PK Thunder 1 can also be negated around with, like, Wolf neutral air. Being a fast faller, like, wouldn't matter as much on a stage like this in theory. Plus, Wolf has all this room in the world to just sort of just play around Ness on the Z-axis. I'm in the same way as you. I always think of blast zones when like people like counter pick, right? I'm just like, what are you doing taking Ness here? You're gonna die off the back.
Yeah.
Like if you're good, he's gonna live off the top to your up smash. What are you doing?
It's also
but then you also got to remember the layout. You know?
No, it's also the fact that the stage is pretty big for, you know, like if you have the room to move around, you have the spacing to just like, you know, if you need to get away from a character, you have those platform layouts. You also have just a really strong ground layout as well in that Town and City layout. So right now, Jakal doing a really good job, you know, playing with that spacing, playing with the amount of room he has to work with. He had the jab block, but you bounce before you even touch the ground.
We can't get away from bounce. We can't get away from bounce. That's crazy. Oh my God. At the very least, at least this is like high quality enough of a AAA game to the point where like, you know, hitboxes actually match the animations.
Yeah.
And hurtboxes do. Like, at least it makes sense that didn't. Like, at least it, like, from a physical, from an ECB, like, environmental collision box perspective, it makes sense that didn't hit there.
Oh
it
my
still
God.
sucks for Syrup, but, like, you know.
Can we talk about that stock, though? Like,
Yeah,
Jakal forcefully going for up air chains and just trying to continue that damage on. But instead, he jumps over Syrup's head, forces the spot dodge, and reads him with a back air to steal that stock. This may be the stock for Jakal as well, as Syrup is able to clutch it out right there with that yo-yo. Is it really much of a clutch? It's just kind of guaranteed at that point. Say what you will about that. However, Jakal had the option, but just mistiming that forward tilt. Oh, but doesn't mistime yet again what we saw from Game 3. Not mistiming that sour spot nair into a mistech